I'm back, and it's been a minute. 5 months exactly since I recorded the Hero's Journey series. I know I neglected to do the last two, but that'll have to wait because I'm not going to start with some elevator pitch or some long drawn out explanation of where I've been because life just be lifing. But I'm back, and this is not a, how should I say it, comeback video. It's a reintroduction of Sherry Lou. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Sherry Lou from SherryLouMiller.com. And over the last year or so, I've been kind of going back and forth with what this channel is going to be about. But during these months off, I've been revamping my business, as you know, if you've listened to the Hero's Journey, and focusing on journaling as a key aspect of that business. But now I've learned that it's just a component. So the overall theme is the rhythm of life, the rhythm of space, making space for things you want in your life, saying yes to things that you want in your life. So that's where we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up from the point of me making choices that didn't always serve me, questionable choices, choices that were out of alignment to the vision that I had for myself, choices that didn't reflect authenticity. So I've been taking so much time to reflect because even after doing the Hero's Journey, I still didn't quite feel like I was on my journey, that I was walking to my rhythm. I think based on the channel, it's about the algorithm. What are they going to push out? Who's going to watch the video? All of these things instead of what actually serves me. Who do I want these videos to resonate with? Not about what YouTube is going to show, how many views they're going to get. I got lost in the weeds of all of that. And now it's just about, I'm going to speak my truth. I'm not going to niche down. I'm not going to just focus so much on what I think people want to hear. I'm just going to speak. And if it resonates with you, I hope you stick around, subscribe to the channel. And if it doesn't, I'm glad you stopped by and take what you take from the video. So like I said, we're going to pick up to this version, this season of me. The point where I've had some financial struggles under my belt. I've probably had more versions of me than I care to admit. Maybe I'm at Sherry 62. Since I'm 62, I showed up today looking like a hot mess because it's not about the appearance. If you're getting caught up in the appearance, then like I said, thanks for stopping by, because it's about what I have to say. And maybe you're in a season of your life where things just aren't quite right. Nothing's really wrong, but things just aren't quite where you want them to be. You're not being authentic. You're not making choices that are aligned with who you're becoming, because it's like the banner on my YouTube says, explore, experience, emerge, and expand. The audacity of becoming me. So it's a journey. Each season I probably become more and more true to myself, more willing to just say, screw it. Yeah, let's do this. Like right now, I got tired of waiting for all the ducks to line up in a row for my move from Vegas, and I just decided to do it. So here I am now in the ATL. No longer in Vegas. I've moved back to Georgia, where I used to live almost 20 years ago. So like I said, I'm in a different season. Now I'm in a different city, but I'm not really about starting over. So that's why I said the reintroduction of me. This version of me. Not about second chances, hitting a reset button, because life is a journey. Maybe you think of it like a road trip, because I often talk about the detours. So you're going to have detours. Maybe you missed the exit. You look back and you're like, oh, I should have got off there, but you didn't. So you keep going, because sometimes that missed exit, that detour, it takes us somewhere that we didn't plan to be, but maybe where we should be. And we take a moment to reflect when we hit the pause button, not the reset, the pause. You pause for a moment to be still, to take inventory of where you are. What season of life are you in? What are you doing now that doesn't serve you? What choices are you making that are not aligned? That's where I am now. And what do you need to do to get on your rhythm? Not the rhythm that somebody thinks you should be. You're on a walk with them and they're walking fast and you just want to stroll, then stroll, because that's your rhythm. Walking fast is their rhythm. Life is not about keeping up. You got to do their pace in order to make it. You got to walk your path on your rhythm. So I think this season, that when I was recording the hero's journey, I thought I had gotten to that last step. When I sat with it and I started trying to created a whole journal really about the law of attraction and becoming. But as I sat with it, I didn't release it because it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like my rhythm. It didn't feel like the message that I wanted to release, the value that I wanted to add. You know, I've started businesses, started an Etsy store that was very successful, then it didn't do as well. I started a digital download Etsy shop. In the past, I had a vending business. I've done all these things, and all of it has gotten me here. Each season, each failure taught me something, and it added value to my life, even though I didn't or may not have noticed it at the time. It did. So all of that pulled together, and my passion is somewhat finance or wealth, because wealth is much more than finances. It's a mindset. And a wealthy life is not the same as a rich life. So rich, as I've stated in other videos, is more materialistic to me. Wealth is a mindset, and you can have a wealthy life based on your standards. And that's where I am now, and that's what I'm creating, adding value to your life, aligning things to the things, aligning your choices to your desires, aligning your spending to your values. So I didn't start from scratch. I just took what I had and repurposed it and reinvented it, and I'm going to reintroduce it with a different flair. It's still becoming, because we're on this journey of becoming, but it's more not just about visualizing and manifesting in a vision board. It's about who are you becoming and how your financial choices are a reflection of you, your overall life. You think it's about just spending, but it really isn't. If we take a deep dive into how we relate to money, because money is energy, a lot of things are energy, and we take a moment to reflect on that, we see that who we are and this journey that we're on in life are often reflected in other choices that we make, including how we spend. And that's what I've been working on for the last few months. There'll be videos to come about it. But I wanted to stop in today because I hadn't been on here in 5 months. And I woke up today, even though, like I said, looking a hot mess, I felt like it was time for me to speak. Speak on it. So I think I reached a point where I had to determine what was enough. What was my version of success? And it wasn't about what do I need to succeed, because success is subjective. It is different for all of us. But the question became more about who do I need to become to live the life that I want to live? Who do I need to be to have my finances aligned with my vision? That's what it became about, becoming. Just the overall theme is becoming and walking to my rhythm. So I would say in this season, I'm not rushing. I'm not checking things off of a checklist. I'm definitely not interested in the algorithm anymore. And I would say this season of my life is quieter. I'm going deeper, not wider. And I'm saying yes to the things that align with my desires, my vision, and my value. I'm building a life that reflects a true version of me, an authentic version of me. And it'll be what it's going to be as long as I'm happy with me. The business will evolve into something that, if it adds value to my life, it's probably going to add value to other people's lives, because a lot of us are on this journey. We're on this hamster wheel. We're trying to figure it out. Can we figure it out? I don't know. You get up every day. You do the best you can do. You make intentional choices. You try to live a life that's true to you. Be audacious sometime in your choices. Be bold. If you see something you want, make the choice that you're going to go for it. And you don't have to be my age to do that. I'm at a season, where I don't give as much of a shit about some things, but you might not be there. But that doesn't mean that you don't want to live an audacious life. So I've accepted a few things. Sometimes I overthink because I want to get it right. I want to get the views. I want to build an audience. I have all these things I'm trying to check off. So I keep massaging it until I think, oh, this is what they want. This is what they want to see. But no, stepping off of that. And I think because for all of us, life be lifing, the checklists don't always work. It's not about being perfect, operating from a point of perfection. It's about operating in the present moment, because the present moment is all we have. So you do what you think is best for yourself in this moment. Make a choice that you think aligns with the direction that you're heading, who you're becoming in the present moment, and through small steps, because I say this all the time, just small steps every day, and we'll all start to move forward. So I'm going to read this, so you'll see me look off to the side because I wanted to get it right, so I have it on a different computer screen. So this is a few things that I know for sure. Not that I think, well, we can never know anything for sure, but you know what I mean. Here we go. If you're still here, this is what I'm going to leave you with today. And don't forget to subscribe. Comment below if you're in a season where you're just trying to figure it out and you're still becoming, and you realize that this life is a journey, and you're going to miss some exits. You're going to come across some detours, but you're just going to keep bending with the curves and realize that some of that was to get you where you needed to be, even though you didn't see it. Here we go. Alignment, always greater than the hustle. The hustle is overrated. Stay true to yourself and align with your vision, your values, and your desires. The version of you you're becoming, she was never lost. He was never lost. You just had to wait for your true self to return and reintroduce her to you. That's it. You don't need to start over. You just need to stop abandoning yourself. Life doesn't always get easier, but it can be more honest. You can be truer to yourself. You can be truer to your desires and to your vision. You're allowed to change your mind as many times as you want to. Trust me, I have changed them in this last year more times than I care to admit, but all of that got me here. And it doesn't matter how many things I rethought, reassessed in those moments, in those present moments. That's what I thought I had to do. So I did it. I'm here now. I'm back, and we're going to move forward. We're going to explore. We're going to experience. We're going to emerge. We're going to expand. The audacity of becoming me. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.